All right, today we're going to dive into something really cool, a totally radical vision for the future of knowledge. This is a manifesto for a world where we don't just consume information, but we actually co-create it together. Let's get right into it. And this quote right here, this is the core of the whole thing. It's a simple but really profound idea. I mean, think about how we've always learned, from textbooks, from these big established institutions. This idea challenges all of that. It's suggesting a future where meaning isn't handed down to us, but it's built by us. So, what does a world like that actually look like? Okay, so let's really break this down. For centuries, knowledge has pretty much flowed in one direction, from the top down. But what happens if we just flip that whole model on its head? What if we build something more dynamic, more collaborative from the ground up? And this right here shows you the difference plain as day. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things, right? A few institutions at the top passing down information to everyone else. But on the right, you see the Codatta model. It's a little messy, sure, it's organic, and it's built by the community itself from the ground up. So who is this community anyway? Well, it's not just one group of people, that's for sure. You've got the creators, they're the ones planting the seeds of new info. Then you've got the contributors who come in and water those seeds, helping the information grow richer and stronger. And finally, you have the explorers, who are like pioneers, charting new paths and discovering connections that nobody had ever seen before. And what they're doing is absolutely crucial. See, they're not just, dumping a bunch of raw data into a system. They're adding the human touch, the context, the new ideas, the real value. Together, they're building what's called the knowledge layer. It's kind of like a shared collective brain that we all get to add to. Okay, so we've got this awesome community, right? They're all building meaning together. But where? Where is all this happening? What's the ecosystem they're building this in? Let's try and define it. And this, my friends, is where it gets really interesting. Codatta isn't just another platform or some app you download. They call it a living network. And that word, living, man, that is so important. It tells you this is something that grows, that changes, that adapts over time. So, this living network, it's built on three main pillars. First up, human reasoning. This isn't about some AI making all the calls. Nope, it's powered by our collective smarts. Then you have transparent provenance. This is all about trust. You can literally trace back where every piece of info came from, like a digital breadcrumb trail. And finally, shared progress. The idea here is that as the network gets better, everyone who helps build it shares in the benefits. In this quote, it's basically the heartbeat of the whole system. It's all about that constant forward momentum. A relentless drive to just keep building, keep improving. It's a network that, it never sleeps. But all this building, it's not just busy work. It's the actual engine that powers the entire system. So let's pop the hood for a second and see how this engine of growth creates new opportunities for every single person involved. And here it is, the growth engine itself. It's a really powerful feedback loop, and it works in 3 simple steps. Step 1. The community jumps in and contributes, adding their unique knowledge and insights. Step 2. The whole ecosystem gets smarter, becoming more valuable with every single contribution. And step 3, that new value opens up brand new opportunities for the very people who helped build it in the first place. And this is the real magic of it all. It's what's called a virtuous cycle. This isn't one of those systems where a company just extracts value from its users and keeps it all at the top. Here, the value doesn't just get sucked up. No, it flows right back to the community, creating a cycle of shared progress that benefits everyone. Okay, so we've gone through the big ideas, we've looked under the hood, but here's the thing. This isn't just some abstract philosophy. This whole vision is a call to action. It's all about taking these concepts and actually making them real. Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question. If this all sounds good to you, if this vision of a community-built future gets you excited, what's your part? What's the actual mission here? And the answer? It's about as simple and direct as it gets. Keep building, keep creating, keep pushing the frontier. It's a mission that's all about doing, creating, and just seeing how far we can push things. And you know what's so cool about this mission? The timing. The message here is crystal clear. We are at day 1. This isn't some finished product you're being asked to use. This is a chance to get in on the ground floor and help pour the foundation. And right alongside keep building, you've got this other key idea: never stop evolving. It brings us full circle, right back to that idea of a living network.
For something like this to survive, let alone thrive, it has to constantly adapt and grow. It has to evolve.
Yeah, this really says it all, doesn't it? Everything we've talked about, the community, the network, that incredible feedback loop, it's all part of an engine that is literally just warming up. The real adventure is just getting started. And so that brings us right back to where we started. It comes back to you. This whole manifesto, this huge vision for a new kind of future, it all boils down to one simple question. It puts the power, the creativity, the opportunity right in your hands. So, in this new world of shared knowledge, what will you build?